we got a ton of games this week 16. Let's go over and talk about every single game in week 16. We got our Christmas Day games. The Cleveland Browns in a must-win game against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, 4:30 p.m. on Christmas Day, Christmas night, whatever you want to say. Here's one thing I will say. The Browns don't get this. If they don't win this game, they're not making the playoffs. 8 losses in the AFC is not getting you to the playoffs. I'm sorry. It's just not. That there's too many good teams out there. The Packers at this point, I think, are too good offensively to really put up, like a dud. And a dud would be 14 points or less against this Browns team, which has shown to stop some really good passers like they did Derek Carr. But when it mattered, they weren't able to. And when it matters, Aaron Rodgers is a guy that will not be denied. You got to have that same firepower, that same energy coming back to you. And I don't know if, let's say even Baker Mayfield plays. I don't know if they can do that with Baker Mayfield. I'm not sure if they can do that. Let's say Baker Mayfield doesn't play. I'm not sure if they can do that with Case Keenum. I'm not sure they might have efficiency, but I'm definitely not sure if they can do that with Nick Mullins, even though Nick Mullins played as good as you probably could in that spot. I just don't see it. Green Bay is going to win that game. You also got the Indianapolis Colts going to the Arizona Cardinals in a game where the Cardinals, if they lose, that means they have lost 2 in a row, including a big-time, laughable loss to the Detroit Lions. It is going to be a tough one here for Indianapolis. I know that they're coming off that big win in New England, against New England, I should say. I just am not sure about their defense holding Kyler Murray and the rest of this team, to like they did the Patriots. You're facing a different monster. Kyler Murray will make a play. When the play needs to be made, he will make a play. It's prime time. It's Christmas. I think the Cardinals get their win back. I think they're going to be fine here. Colts going to be 8-7, still with a chance at the playoffs for sure, but that's what I got here. Also got the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Tank Bowl 101. I am going here with the Lions because why the hell not, man? DC, bro. Dan Campbell deserves to win out and bring that energy going in the next year when this team wins the NFC North and goes to the playoffs. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. This is the Falcons. Who gives a hell anyway? Next, we got the Rams and the Vikings. The Vikings holding on to an outside chance at the playoffs here at 7-7. Although it's less than outside, 7-7 in the NFC still can get you there. You're going to need a little bit of help, and it would also help for you to beat the Los Angeles Rams, who look like they're starting to put things together. They're getting a lot of their players back by the time this game rolls around, hopefully at least. They're going to be having a lot of their players back. It's going to be a totally different atmosphere than it was a few days ago. And a few days ago, they just beat up the team they played. So I'm not sold on the Vikings. I've been very clear about this. I think the defense is fine sometimes, but Kirk Cousins will just not win in these clutch moments. This is a clutch moment, a game they need to win. Rams, I got this, and I got the Rams by 21. Jaguars Jets, another Tank Bowl. The Jaguars finally got rid of their locker room cancer, their locker room whatever, and Urban Meyer. He's gone. I'm going to take the Jags in this one. I think the Jags are finally going to get a win. I think Trevor Lawrence will play his best game against what is not really a good Jets defense. So I got them in that. New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in a game where the Eagles have a lot to play for and the Giants don't have much. The Giants are going to be probably, I think, going to Jake Fromm in this game. They shut down Daniel Jones for the year. We'll talk about Daniel Jones and what his future has to, what could be in store for his future in a little bit. But I think that the overwhelming voice in my head and feeling in my gut says must win for the Eagles. The Giants are a team that have lacked just drive, lacked any semblance of just the ability to play football for 60 minutes. I think it's open and shut. Plus, the way that the Eagles lost to the Giants last time, Jalen Hurts is out to redeem himself. I got the Eagles in that one. Big-time matchup in the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills are going to be taking on the New England Patriots. New England 9-5. Buffalo 8-6. a chance here for Buffalo if they win to elevate them, I believe, in a first place for the AFC East. So big-time AFC East implications on this matchup. Last time we saw what I still can't believe what I saw in that game where the Patriots ran the ball 40 times, threw the ball 3 times, and beat the Buffalo Bills. It happened, and we all witnessed it. So that's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. I don't think that same game plan is going to be in store for the Buffalo Bills. And if it is, they're going to be ready for it. I'm going to go here with the New England Patriots, though. After that loss, there's no one who comes back and regroups after a loss like Bill Belichick does. And I know it's against a Bills team right now that is trending upwards, people think. But no, you can't. I have to trust Bill. Next, we have a matchup with AFC North implications. Baltimore Ravens against the Cincinnati Bengals with first place in the AFC North on the line. Both teams 8-6. Baltimore has a chance to control their own destiny. If Baltimore wins out, they are the kings of the North. If Cincinnati wins out, same thing. They're the kings of the North. But it all really depends on this game. A lot of it, at least, depends on this game. Baltimore needs to win this game if they want to increase the likelihood of them making the playoffs. This is a must-win for Baltimore. An absolutely must-win. Because if they lose this game, they're at the bottom of the wild card picture, and they will have lost 4 divisional games. They cannot. They have to. Baltimore, first of all, has to win out, and on top of that, they cannot afford to lose. They can afford to lose. The only game they can even kind of afford to lose moving forward is that game against the Rams. They can't afford to lose against the Bengals, and they can't afford to lose that other divisional game they have left against the Steelers in Week 18. They have to at least have a 500 divisional record, and they also have to keep pace with the Bengals. This is how you do it. Assert your dominance, Baltimore. I know you're dealing with a lot of injuries. I know you're dealing with a lot of influx as far as COVID and everything goes, but you got Lamar Jackson. You got one of the best tight ends in the league in Mark Andrews. You have a defense that is stout in big moments. Make it happen. Baltimore wins this game by the skin of their teeth. Chargers, Texans, Chargers, moving on. Bucks, Panthers, Bucks, moving on. Chicago Bears and Seattle Seahawks. While Matt Nagy is still head coach, I don't think the Bears are going to win another game. Seattle, of course, is going to just inflate their tank stock. I don't even think, didn't Seattle trade away their first round pick? I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know. I feel like they did. Or that might have been another team. Either way, Seattle's going to win this game and increase and actually hurt someone's tank stock. But see, I got Seattle in that one. Broncos Raiders, pivotal game for the Denver Broncos, who might be without starting quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. And they might have to turn to Drew Lock after Bridgewater went to concussion protocol, I should say. And both teams are 7-7. The Raiders they again won a game off the skin of their teeth in Cleveland this past week on Monday afternoon football. Denver has a lot of things to like about them. This is a game for the wild card, I think. I think this is a game that has not only wild card implications, but the team that loses this is out of the playoff hunt. Again, 8 games not going to get you into the playoffs, I think, in the AFC. Team that wins, I think, almost punches their ticket into the wild card. I truly believe that because I think both these teams are kind of momentum driven in that way. So I'm going to go with that. But even without Teddy, that Denver Broncos defense is very good. And I think Drew Lock, if he finds that magic that he had in the end of his rookie season, when he just was throwing and slinging it downfield, I think they got a chance here. So I'm going with the Denver Broncos to improve to 8-7 here. Last few games, we got Sunday at 4:25, big-time matchup. Tony Romo and Jim Nantz, of course, will be on call for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is where it happens. This is where Big Ben comes down to earth. Steelers are going to go 7-1 and somehow still be in the playoffs picture, but I think it's going to be tough for them to win this game. Chiefs are just trending upward in every direction. Their defense just gets better and better and better and better and better and better every week, which is a lot. There was a very low bar from the beginning, but I got them winning this. I got Chiefs winning that one. Sunday Night Football, the Washington football team against the Dallas Cowboys. Washington 6-8, not dead in the playoff hunt by any means in the NFC, but needs to win out against a team in the Dallas Cowboys that has been honestly asserting themselves as one of the classes of the entire conference. The Cowboys this year have been very good. Very, very good. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. I don't want to say it, but they've been very good. Here's the hoping we're back. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the idea that we're back. But yeah, they've been leading the NFL in takeaways. Dak Prescott has been playing very well. He has not been trash Prescott this year. Ezekiel Elliott's been running fine. Pollard, of course, has been in relief of Elliott a few times and done very well. It's gonna be too much for Washington. I think they're not gonna be able to deal with it. I like Taylor Heineke and his story and everything, but I think it comes to an end as far as the Washington football team making the playoffs. They're going to be eliminated after the Cowboys beat the snot out of them on Sunday Night Football. And finally, in what could be Ian Book's debut against the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football, the Saints will host those Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa, not Tungavailoa. All you expert analysts out there who call him Tungavailoa. There's no N in his name. It's Tagovailoa, who has been playing well. Miami, the hottest team in the NFL, won 6 in a row. Can they make it 7 and get to above 500? Would have been a historic climb. They started the season 1 and what was it, 1-6? And then they won 6 in a row. Absolutely crazy. Ian Book, I'm going with Ian Book and the Saints, though, because I think Ian Book is the future of the New Orleans Saints. I think these are two very evenly matched teams. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but I'm going with Ian Book, baby. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.